Alright, guys. I'm doing this for one reason and one reason only. Usually I don't stream Madden because obviously I'm still playing Madden 20. I do own 21 and 22, but I like to finish out my franchises, so I'm still working on 20s before I even jump into 21 or 22. But I'm playing this because my best friend and my twin is a Cowboys fan, and the franchise that I'm running with because of my creative player being on this franchise team is playing the Cowboys in the Super Bowl, and my team's 16-0. So I'm going to get the pleasure of
There it is.
thank you for the like, Daisy. My fifth Super Bowl championship and getting to beat down on the Cowboys. So it's a win-win for me. So let's get into it. Mind you, I really, 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 really suck at offense. My defense wins Super Bowls and the rest of the games. So yeah, my quarterback is only 5'5", so he's a tiny little guy. He gets sacked a lot and can't throw football. Well, he can throw, but the players on the team can't catch.
Fellas, we've got to have a great practice today. There's no other option. We've got 17 weeks, we strap it up, and we get better each week. This is one of those times you got to take advantage of it, all right? So let's get at it.
Let's do this.
Go. Set. Not a wolf.
See how bad I suck at throwing today.
Ready. Come on, set. 6 to Pittsburgh. Say go.
Ooh. Both catches were good.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Gator. 18 Gator. Set up. Let's go. 70 ending. Let go.
And he caught that one too? Sweet shit.
Set. Ready. 10. Lobo.
Last one. Can I do it? Got it. Sweet
All right, man, let's go.
shit.
Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Championship teams have one thing in common: great practice habits. Today was a great practice, and if we do that every day, there's no reason we can't win a championship.
Thank you, Daisy, for the share. Do I have any goals for the Super Bowl? Yeah, win. That's it. Just win. My season goals were made, obviously. Still got a lot of legacy goals to complete to catch up to Tom Brady. But I am number 3. I just outbeat AA Ron. I have 5,583 passing yards this season. Well, this past season. Alright, let's just jump into this. I don't want to receive, I want to kick. And I like Miami's playbook. This one I keep open. Multiple. Enough of that. Edit uniforms. Let's go. Nope. 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 That's what I want. Color Rush. But I'm going to add some splashes of orange in there. And some there we go. Let's edit these Cowgirls uniforms. We'll let them do some color rush too. Gotta get them some. You really don't have any white with silver? Nothing? Alright, whatever. Think we are ready. Let's get it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Cincinnati Bengals. Kickoff now just moments away. It is finally time to crown a champion. As I'll hand it over to the two men who will call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl, all the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And right away, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you, that fumble.
I don't know why it's not showing up. There we go.
Was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Let's run some plays.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there.
And I do not own the rights to EA Sports' music.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Back to throw. Edwards. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Edwards going to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now a 7-0 game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And you're going to take a knee because I don't.
That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
A look there at the defensive starters for Cincinnati. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because his feeling was good, solid performance, did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely would like to see some improvement in this week's game.
They always want improvement, don't they?
They certainly do.
Where's 52? Block 52.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and now it's second down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw is Edwards. Throwing again. And this one's incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Looking to throw. Edwards. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They'll try and throw for it here. Airing one out for Boyd. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, Elliott. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 39, Prescott. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Draw play, Elliott. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Prescott. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's complete to his tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 8 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence.
There he goes, left side, past the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 69 yards, and the Bengals have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards to the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Amari involved, Charles.
You make sure he touches.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sione Taki coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Prescott. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Prescott now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield, run that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, your energy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Taki, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense heading back out. 2nd quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part, but they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers will tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ballgame without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Back to throw. Edwards. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 40 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Here's Edwards, operating from the gun. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Getting set to go again. We get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do this in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Edwards. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He gets this one to Boyd. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Again,
rush coming, and he's taken down.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
Now Edwards off the play fake. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
And, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Here's Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I think we've seen this before. Everyone's down 3 scores. that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And it's fielded at the 34. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Edwards now, off play action. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back to throw. Edwards. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Edwards gonna throw on third and goal. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Prescott from the gun on third. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
4th down, Prescott. And it is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bengals will get football back.
Defense shouldn't have even gone for it at all. Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
56. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
To throw is Edwards. Looking to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. The Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Edwards is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Kimdichie, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Picking up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Brown with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, they could give up another score here after they didn't get it. Does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Isn't it always?
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll let this, looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this.
Let's see if I can do this. All right. Let's resume.
After that throw, his hands will hurt later, not right
No. Actually, we're going to do
now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go again.
Here's Prescott. And incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
But he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Prescott from the gun. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Here's Edwards throwing to start the drive. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. That one complete to Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll throw again. Prescott. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Had an open man that time, they end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On third down, Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title.
Oh, BK, I'm sorry.
And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
These highlights of me actually being able to throw in my feet, being able to catch it. It's great. Now we're just staring at the guys.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
First season with the Bengals. First Super Bowl win with the Bengals. Let's go. Who's there for? Dak Prescott, I'll give it to you. You had more completed passes than I did, but that scoreboard still says I won. Sorry, not sorry. Lamar Jackson. I trashed your Ravens too. I'm sorry, Lamar. Fantasy goals. Yep. So there's that. Did I get another one? No, I got the MVP. And so did Mixon. Damn, your legacy score is over mine, though. I don't like that. Advance the week. Next. Simulating 2023 Super Bowl week. That was it, right? Yep. $16-0. Who would have known the Bengals could do it? 6 division wins. Amazing. I'm negative 70 million? How is that possible? Negative. Oh, my savings is negative. Dude, you need to stop spending so much. $109 million. Penalty? $109 million penalty? Holy shit. Oh, if I would ask to be released. Got you. Player release net savings. Oh, if I leave, I'd be negative $70 million. So I can't afford to leave this team. That's what you're telling me. Gotcha. Quarterback. Wesley and Michael. That's third string. Okay. What about my halfbacks? Who are my halfbacks? Joe Mixon, he ain't going nowhere. Fullback. Not one fullback. Boyd, Valdez, Whitehead. I was trying to see if there was anybody else from LSU, but I didn't see anybody. Yes, BK, look, I'm not even an LSU fan, and that's where my character went to college. That's all I need to do, because I don't think that they have the schedule for team schedule. Do we have it? Oh, for the preseason. Jaguars. The Caps. By the way, the Columbus Caps are a Madden team. So no, this isn't a foreshadow into anything that's coming. The Giants, the Vikings. It just sucks though that I can't leave this team. Anything? Damon Harrison retired. Matt Ryan has retired. Von Miller retired. Preston Brown got cut. Oh shit, I need to check stats. What are my stats? Am I close to Breeze? I'm nowhere near Brady. Nowhere near Brady. Ooh, I'm pulling up close on Drew Breezy though. And ran way past AA Ron. He's a bad man. That's my guy though. I love me some AA Ron. Career stats. Okay, let's go. Oh, so I'm gonna tell you. Oh, there we go. My first year, I had more completed passes than I have any other time my rookie year coming out. That's crazy. Second year was the worst. That was my greatest year. That's when the Dolphins decided that they were going to cut me. It's sad. Longest pass, 100 yards. 100-yard pass. I've had the most sacks this year because obviously I hate my offense. So, coach stats. Bengals coach should be up there somewhere. Yeah. As it stands right now, this is Green Bay's coach. So it's so funny that he goes to San Francisco because that's where Aaron wanted to be. I don't have anybody for the Dolphins. Oh, Dolphins. Oh, Dan Quinn. I forgot they got rid of Flores. All right. Let's advance this week. Did we sign anybody? Kenyon Drake went to the Jets. Son of a beast. Oh, the coach went to My old coach from the Dolphins went to where'd they go? The Atlanta Falcons. All right. So Kenyon went to the Jets, and Flores went to the Falcons. All right, what's the news here? Oh, Juju Smith-Schuster is now a Dolphin. Ugh, I don't want to go back to the Dolphins. Why can't I pick up some free agents? What is this? Mike Edwards. That's funny. We have not picked up anybody. Oh, they signed Del Lynch too. Oh, we did. Oh, Jono Smith, not Juju. Okay, Jono Smith. I have to go back and reread that because I could have sworn it said Juju. This guy is unknown. We only picked up one person? Oh, we only picked up one person. Kenyon Drake. Oh no, we got him too. Timmy Nails. Rudolph retires after 13 years. Von Miller retires after 13. Chris Harris retires after 13. Damn. 12, 10, 16 years. Holy shit. And 14 years. I have 11 after these. 7 that I have to play. 17 years. Holy shit. Texans release, 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 release. Vikings release. Okay, who did the Bengals release? Dolphins release Brian Caps. Oh, you released Van Ginkel? Holy shit. We released Cole? And Preston Brown. Ah, hold on. Sorry, guys. Bengals sign QB Michael Land to a year. Oh, okay. Darius Tuck. Hunt. This is week 20. Week 18. I don't want week 18. I want to go down. Keep going. We re-signed Bobby Oliver. Now we're on week 12, 11. Sanders. Derek Barnett. He was good when I played on the Dolphins. Tyler Boyd. Yeah, that's right. Got him locked in for another 4 years with me. That's what's up. Needed to re-sign shit. My wide receiver too. And my halfback. Advance the week, next week. I'm just mad that it won't let me pick my team. I can't go and click on players and be like, hey, I want them. Like the free agency thing, because I haven't figured it out yet. Because this only goes to here. Free agent, Daryl Worley. Deal reach is official. But I'm locked in. But alright, guys, it's the draft. I'm gonna probably do the draft and then play some DBD if Brett and them are ready to play. So, I will talk to everybody later. Have a good night. I'll probably be back on streaming if Brett and them decide that they are going to play some DVD. But I hope you enjoyed this hour.